Alright, I just wanted to make a little video here and show you guys what's going on with the New York Observer. They're claiming that Ron Paul supporters are shelling media boxes with spam. That we're sending spam to media inboxes. Uh, they go on to say they're not blacking out Ron Paul. And let's see, what can we not understand about the statistics? That Paul's not newsworthy. He doesn't have enough followers, and they come up with this graph. I hope you can see it here from Google Trends, which they compared Ron Paul to Santorum, Romney, Obama, Katy Perry, for some odd reason. And what they have done here is that they've searched for Ron Paul by his full name, but they only search for Santorum, Romney, Obama by only their last names. And what they've probably also done is searched worldwide instead of just United States. Real misleading. A real misleading Google Trends here. Then they go on down here to show a Rasmussen poll that shows that Ron Paul leads Obama 43 to 41%. So it's like this reporter must be very confused. But anyway, back to this Google Trends. I figured I would check their handiwork because he says that search engine traffic for the last 30 days is less than half. He's saying that Ron Paul got less than half than Romney and a little more than half compared to the candidate that just dropped out of the race, about 5 times less than people want to read about Katy Perry. Okay, well, let's not bring Katy Perry into this. This is about the Republican and primaries and about how they refuse to cover Mitt Romney or refuse to cover Ron Paul while concentrating on all their coverage to Mitt Romney. And they use these drummed up statistics here that Ron Paul got less than half the interest. This blue line at the bottom here, this is actually Ron Paul searches, and the yellow line, this is actually Romney searches. But let me pull up what I found when I did the Google Trends. I hope you can see this over here. We've got the blue line here. That's Ron Paul, and he's coming in at 1.0. So he's the baseline that we're going by here. Mitt Romney doesn't do quite as well. He's 0.96. So there's no way Mitt Romney is getting 3 times as many web searches as Ron Paul. It looks like it's a virtual tie. And I threw Rick Santorum in here just for the heck of it, even though he's out of the race. And he's getting 0.82. And I believe the big reason for that is this big spike he had the day that he dropped out. Let's see. And down here at the bottom, it shows the news references. How many times a news story has mentioned Mitt Romney or Ron Paul or Rick Santorum. And you'll see the red line here, that's Mitt Romney. And the blue line at the very bottom that's almost flat line, that is Ron Paul, because he hardly ever gets any news mention. Okay, and then you scroll down a little bit, and you can break it down by cities here. Wisconsin. Look at all the Ron Paul. The blue line on top of all this is Ron Paul because he's leading in this. He is the winner of this. He was trending over Mitt Romney or Rick Santorum. Madison, Wisconsin. Look at that. My God. He really, really whipped butt in a lot of these. Some places like Louisiana, we had Santorum down here clearly leading, and Santorum in Pennsylvania was clearly leading. I don't know, maybe these are like really Christian states down here. I just can't see how a Christian would be pro-life, would want to vote for a warmonger that wants to send young men off to kill other foreign young men, women, and children. We killed like over 2 million Iraqis. You're not going to tell me those were all insurgents or terrorists. No, that they weren't. They were families There were men, women, children. I would say at least 2/3 of them were women and children. Just on the odds, male versus female. Uh, each family has children. Probably 2/3 were women and children, and they're doing this in our name. And if you vote for anybody besides Ron Paul, because they're all warmongers, all of them, Mitt Romney, Newt Gingrich, especially Obama, you're voting for more war and more death. And all in all, the blood is going to be on your hands. Because I'm voting for Ron Paul. Ron Paul doesn't believe in unnecessary wars. He knows the tricks. He knows what they're doing. I just believe he's at a point now in this election where he can't speak out everything that he knows, because that could be really dangerous to his health. But let's vote him in and see what happens. He's far from being done. He's actually leading this thing. There's a lot of fraud going on. It's got the GOP running really scared. Like Mitt Romney the other day threw a private party for the RNC. That's all the super delegates. They're going to the convention to vote. And he made them sign a pledge saying they would vote for him. So he basically stole almost all the super delegates if they adhere to that, with this one little private party. So, America, I think the main problem is that America is not educated enough. They're too hooked on mainstream media. They believe what they see on TV. They won't research things for themselves. And the ones that do know what's going on feel like it's a lost cause. And they've already been screwed so much by the system that they don't believe in trying it again, with another candidate. So all I can say is keep your head up, vote Ron Paul. Don't pay attention to these stupid articles that lie to us.